anyway, so her and I, again, exchanged contact information. She got my cell number, I got hers, email contact, because of course back in the day, we were young, we made crappy email names, XX blah blah blah, XXYZ214, those kind of email names. So of course we had new emails, so we exchanged, and then of course we exchanged Skype contacts. This like literally, I made a Skype just to talk to her. I never ever had a Skype to talk to anybody. She was my first contact on Skype, and her and I would talk a lot, voice chat obviously on Skype a lot, and then we decided that it was time for us to play another game together. So she was heavily into EverQuest 2, so I jumped on the bandwagon. I bought all the expansions for EverQuest 2, and I hopped in there with her, and we played this a lot. And I mean a lot. It was probably like 6 or 7 months in, and we would video chat a lot. Like there was a lot of times where, I know this may sound creepy, but I mean, like, we would fall asleep together on the video chat, and it sounds actually kind of weird now that I say it back to myself. But anyways, we did that like night after night, just fall asleep talking to each other, and then with the video chat on, and eventually we'd fall asleep, wake up, and the video chat is either still on, and I wake up to her still sleeping, or B, I lost connection because my internet sucks in my room. And of course, as time went on, we would flirt a lot. I mean a lot, way, way, way more than we would back in the day when we were younger. Like, well, that's just, long story short, we took full and complete advantage of Skype video chat, and that's all I'm gonna say. Let your mind play with it all you like. But anyways, it got to the point where she started bugging me to fly out there and see her in Arizona. Now, I've never flown before. I have a fear of society. I don't like doing things by myself. I don't like going out there in the world by myself. So I was kind of reluctant. I kept pushing it off. I'm like, nah, no, I don't have money. Even though I had money to do it, I was like, nah, I don't really want to do it. Not yet, anyways. And then eventually, it just got to the point where those feelings, I guess you could say, of love and stuff like that, all those mushy gushy feelings, built up enough to convince me to do it. So I bought a flight down to Arizona for a week. Now this was the day before I left to go down there, or to fly down there. Her parents had left for the week, and then they were coming back the day after I go home. So basically, when I was down there, her parents weren't home, so we had the entire house to herself. Now, prior to flying out there, she had sent me, pictures of herself. She sent me some from high school, and then she sent some more recent pictures. Now, the pictures from high school, they're all right. I would say that she probably looked her best then in high school. And then the pictures that the more recent pictures of herself that she sent me was kind of like, I want to say, the more flattering pictures. How do I put it? Like, she sent me pictures where the camera angle that she was at did her justice, I guess you could say. It made her look better than she really was. Now, I'm not saying she was ugly. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying she was ugly. It was just a very misleading picture, more or less. So, anyways, I fly down there. First time ever flying, I fly down there, get to the Arizona airport. I forget what it's called. And wander around the bag claim area looking for not only my baggage, but her. And eventually I did find her. I stumbled upon her, and then they're like, oh, hey. And she brought her friend, the one I was telling you guys about, where I texted her by mistake, or Facebook Messenger, or whatever it was. And so I see her, and my first impression was like, that's her? That's what she looks like? That looks hardly like the pictures she sent me. Now, how do I put this without being mean? It looked like she had gained a couple of pounds after they took that, or she took that picture of herself. I'm not saying she was fat. Like, okay, I'm not one of those people that are like very superficial or whatever, where I won't date anybody fat, or I won't date anybody short or tall or anything like that. If there's feelings that I have for someone, regardless if they're overweight or super skinny, diabetic, or whatever ethnic they are, or whatever nationality rather, I'll still date them. I don't have a problem with that. But it just, part of me is just like, what the hell, man? She totally lied to me. She sent me those more flattering pictures, or misled me rather, with those more flattering pictures. But as the other part of me was like, you know what, forget it, and just push it aside. These are real feelings that I have for her. So of course we met up for the first time, and of course it started with a hug, then a nice kiss, whatever, and moving on. And so we drive. Well, her friend drove us. She sat in the back seat with me, of course. So her friend drove us back to Shelly's house, and we hung out there with her friend. I think we ordered food or something. I think it was Jack in the Box. Yeah, I think it was Jack in the Box we ordered. Like we stopped in at Jack in the Box before we came home, obviously. So we ate our food, whatever, and then her friend went home, and I don't know why, but this is like one of the only things I can remember about the relationship. And once her friend was gone, we were in the bedroom, and and I'll leave it at that. I'm obviously not gonna get into details about that stuff. And then that was when we quote unquote made it official that we were dating. Was after the first time ever meeting. I think it was the next day. Her and I started changed our Facebook status like we would like you would back in the day to just to be to announce that you're dating someone. So that's pretty much where it ends in terms of first meeting her and the first time ever actually meeting her face to face.